Welcome to Point Blank. This is your host, Panama Crypto. Today, our guest is Aluna, aka One Man at a Time. He's a crypto OG who has been in the market since 2013. Welcome, Aluna. It's great to have you in Point Blank, my man.
Hey Panama, thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Awesome. Let's kick it off. For those that do not know you, who is Aluna?
I would say I'm a trader and an early crypto adopter. So I started a blog named alunacrypto.blogspot.com back in 2013, writing some basic introductions and guides to crypto trading. I started out with a goal of helping others become better traders, and I'm also a crypto Twitter enthusiast, and I have always been very interested in the social aspect of crypto trading, and that's where the inspiration for what I'm currently working on came from.
Can you tell us about your in real life experience and background?
Yeah, I have a marketing and finance background. I finished my BBA here in Singapore at National University of Singapore, and then I did my Master of Arts in Media and Business at Erasmus University, and started playing around with crypto when I was still studying, and sort of just jumped full time into it right after. So yeah, I guess most of my experience has been in crypto trading. I'm sort of I would say I'm a native crypto trader. I didn't have much experience from forex or traditional markets, and yeah, most things I learned from um, delving deep into the rabbit hole.
So, what are you currently working on in and out of crypto?
And right now I'm working on the Aluna project, which is made up of the Aluna.social platform, a social and copy trading terminal, and the LN token, which will have which we are going to run our IDO or initial DEX offering next month. And previously I mentioned Twitter and social trading as the sort of main inspiration for Aluna, because one of the biggest problems that me and my co-founder faced in crypto trading was the lack of trust and transparency in this space. Because if you go on social media, anyone can say what they think about the market, but it's difficult and often impossible to prove if someone is actually putting his money where his mouth is. And so to solve this, one of the goals of the Aluna Social platform is to build a global community of crypto traders that help each other to grow in a transparent social environment. And this is where this is something that Enrique and myself, Enrique is my co-founder, who's also with me on this call, and along with our team, we've been working on this for over the last 3 years, and yeah, recently put out a Medium post about Aluna's origin story. So if you're interested, can go check that out at medium.com/@Aluna.
Currently, and on what stage is Aluna Social? Is it on beta or alpha?
It's in an open beta right now. Yeah, so Aluna Social, the flagship product for the Aluna ecosystem, right? Pretty much the goal for Aluna is the same as when I actually started writing the blog and sharing on Twitter, and the main goal is to help others become better traders. And so Aluna Social, we combine the best of a social network with an API trading terminal. And what this means is that users can connect and manage multiple exchange accounts from one place, check out what traders in the community are saying and doing, and also automatically copy the trades of the best traders across multiple exchanges. Right, so the platform now is in open beta and it's connected with 5 exchanges, including BitMEX, Binance, Bitfinex, and Bittrex and Poloniex. Right. If you want to check out the platform, you can go to https://aluna.social.
So, can you walk us through Aluna Social more in depth?
Yeah, Enrique, my co-founder and the tech lead for the project, is with me, and I'll let him give you an overview of what the Aluna platform does.
Hey guys, hey, hello Panama Crypto. Thank you for having us. It's a pleasure to be here. Uh, so, basically, talking about, as Alvin was saying, Aluna is really a mix of a social network and a trading terminal. So, if you go to a website, you see loads of similarities with the Twitter interface. We basically have something really similar to Twitter. We call it Insights, and Insights work similar to how tweets work, but with one key difference, which is Insights are also connected with data. So what that exactly means is that when a user creates any sort of comment, for instance, a comment with a hashtag like BTC or hashtag ETH, those insights will be linked to the Bitcoin or the Ethereum data that we have on the platform. So, for instance, then if you go to our markets page and go to our Bitcoin page or our Ethereum page, you see posts from people who are talking about BTC or posts from people who are talking about Ethereum if you go to the Ethereum page. So this works like similar to hashtags and cash tags on Twitter. But then again, there are other sorts of metadata from the market that gets attached to your insights, right? So because Aluna is also a trading terminal, you can connect different API keys from different exchanges. For instance, you can connect your Bitfinex account and you can manage your orders from Aluna. You can manage your positions from Aluna. You can check your balances from Aluna. You can connect BitMEX and you can check your balances, your edit your orders, manage your positions as well. We also support Binance, BitTrex, and some. We'll keep adding other exchanges. Because Aluna allows the users to not only post insights but also manage their accounts, similar to what some portfolio tracking apps do, or similar to how other trading terminals do. When you do certain actions, Aluna will post some data on your behalf. So, for instance, if you go long on BTC today, somebody can go into your profile and they can check that you went long on BTC today. And the key difference here is that because Aluna have access to your accounts, we can guarantee that you are long or you are short, as opposed to, for instance, on Twitter, where people will say, I'm long now, I'm short now, I opened that day, I open at that price, I close at that price, which could be easily a lie. On Aluna, it's basically impossible to be inaccurate actually, because we provide a proof of your entry, we provide you a proof of your exit, and if somebody goes to your profile, they can see your trading history. So it's almost like a blockchain for trading performance, in a way that if you go to somebody's address, you're going to be able to see the previous trades they did, and they don't have a way of editing their past performance. So once they publish a trade in Aluna, which happens automatically if you connect your account, then it will be there forever. So it's a very, very interesting concept for the trading community, because the whole blockchain community is based on the data being transparent and auditable and verifiable, and that's something that until not long ago it was basically impossible to do with trading performance. And On top of that, we are also building some other tools. So, for instance, now you can automatically copy other people's trades. So you can say every time Alvin go long, I want to go long. And we also have a funny feature which allows you to counter copy other people's trades. So let's say you can say every time Alvin go long, I want to go short, and every time Alvin goes short, I want to go long. So you can basically do the opposite of people who you think are not good traders. And yeah, I think basically in a nutshell, we are building a very user-friendly trading terminal from scratch that has a social network and social features built in from the start in a way that it doesn't look like an overfit. Like some old platforms will be a trading terminal and you try to add a social aspect to it and it will look very disconnected. That's something that's not happening to us because we are building with that mentality from day zero.
Will it work for both spot and leverage trading?
Currently, you can only, you mean the copy feature, right?
Yeah.
The copy feature at the moment, it only work on margin trading, but we are working on publishing a version where you can copy people on the spot market as well.
So what is coming on the roadmap for Aluna Social?
I think at the moment we're basically launching more exchanges. We are also implementing copy trading for spots, and we have been working a lot on our token, which I think Alvin would be happy to extend on. We building some cool things with the token at the moment.
Yeah, I think for the um, over the last 2 months, we've been working on the private sale for the token, which has successfully closed, and we're gonna announce our partners over the next couple of weeks, and then we have been working on the smart contracts for the token. We did a security audit for the token with Certic. So we're working on fixing those um, minor issues before we launch the IDO in a month or so. And currently this month we just started, actually just today, we started the ALN airdrop. So if you go on Aluna.social and you connect your exchanges, you execute some trades on margin markets like BitMEX or Bitfinex and refer your friends, you're gonna be able to earn some ALN tokens, right? And then next month we'll have the IDO, we'll have some liquidity mining campaigns after the IDO and listing on Uniswap. Um, yeah, and I think one thing to look forward to is we we hope to enable copy trading on BitMEX next month. And then yeah, I think further down the roadmap, next year there's going to be quite a lot of exciting things happening also in the first 2 quarters. Some BitMEX trading competitions. We're going to launch the pro subscription plans. So we're going to go out of open beta into um, a paid subscription plan. And then, as Enrique was talking about, the copy trading on spot exchanges, or what we call copy portfolio, and then also governance, or the Aluna DAO, the version 1 of the Aluna DAO, and voting and governance system for the ALN token will launch in the first quarter as well. And yeah, I think there's some interesting features to look forward to after that. If you're an algo trader, then we're working on a way for you to automate um, your algorithms, or even just by using the Pine script on TradingView, right? Coding up Pine script on TradingView and using your alerts module to set up automatic trading on Aluna. And yeah, I think in terms of DeFi, there's also a lot of interesting things happening, and we're also exploring how we can do copy trading on chain or social trading for decentralized exchanges, and something we've been experimenting with and hoping to release something next year. Yeah, I think that's quite a mouthful already. And if you want to find out more about the roadmap that we have, you can visit our website and look at our white paper, or go to aluna.social/token. There's also the roadmap at the end of that page.
That's a lot of to digest, Aluna. Jumping here again back into the other questions. This episode is brought to you by PrimeXBT, the exchange that makes possible to trade with leverage on legacy markets from a single Bitcoin based account. As a crypto entrepreneur, what has been your best and worst decisions?
Yeah, I would say the the best decision I made was probably saying no to starting a prop trading firm back in 2017, so that I could focus on Aluna, and, going strong through the bear market. I think this has really made us extremely ready to capitalize on the upcoming bull market. And yeah, I guess the worst would be, leaving an 8 to 5 job to join a 365 day per year, 24-hour a day job, right?
Well, it has its
But
pros and cons.
yeah, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here either. But jokes aside, I think the worst decision I made as a crypto entrepreneur, um, I would say taking on too many things back in 2017. I think as humans, we are really not made to multitask, and this made me ultra unproductive, trying to juggle, like, 3 or 4 or 5 things at the same time, from trading to teaching others to running a website, trying to set up a prop trading firm, etc. And I think if there's anything I learned, just focus on one single thing and do it as well as possible.
I guess crypto brings out the passion in the people. Like, for example, I used to work corporate for what, 13, 14 years, and it was quite dull. Now with crypto, it's like I cannot like measure myself to work enough hours. So I always end up working more hours than I should. So I need to control myself not to overdo because now I have a kid. Because it's really addictive and it's really entertaining and it's really fun to do crypto to close to 24/7. So it's something that you need to take with a really good look at the life and work balance, because crypto can absorb you completely, like times over many times of your life.
Yeah, I personally had uh, issues even with friends during some time because I was so into crypto that during a couple years of my life, that would be basically the only thing I would talk about and care about and know about. So basically, they would be like, "What's happening aside of the price of Bitcoin?"
Yeah, it completely absorbs you. Like my wife always tells me, like, why don't you go out as much as you used to? Like, you should go out to hang out with your friends and go out to the club, have a beer, whatever. And I was like, 24/7 crypto, man. It completely absorbs you.
Yeah, I think especially when it comes to trading, right? Sometimes you get stuck looking at the screen. um, but yeah, I think end of the day, it's you got to balance work and family, and especially your health as well.
Yeah, it's very easy to oversee the health doing crypto. Like sitting down in front of the computer 12 hours a day without even standing, like that's pretty, I'm pretty sure that's not healthy.
Yeah, yeah, but I think a lot of people, I mean, myself included, when we came into the space, at least for myself, I saw this as an opportunity to sort of reach financial freedom, something that I felt was an opportunity that wouldn't come around too often. Right? When I first read about Bitcoin, I felt like it was the internet all over again, and this time you could actually
make a
would
profit out of it.
appreciate in value. And yeah, I saw this as an alternative to sitting at the desk uh, for the whole day and trying to achieve financial freedom out of a basic salary. Didn't seem very possible at all. And I think a lot of people kind of feel the same way, and that's why they're focusing a lot of their time on crypto, because yeah, when this opportunity passes, it's not gonna come around again.
So, what is your overall forecast, market forecast for the next year, Alvin?
Yeah, I think for Bitcoin and Ethereum, we've been building a really strong base over the last year, 2 years, and yeah, I think it's a really strong base for the upcoming bull run. It feels pretty much like the same point in the cycle as late 2016, before Bitcoin broke its all-time high, which was 1,002 at that time. And and I think if things continue, yeah, today we just hit 17K. It's been quite a long time since we've seen this price. But by next year, I think I can easily see both Bitcoin and Ethereum at new all-time highs, and in a full-on bull mode, just like 2017 again.
So, do you think this is gonna trigger a new all season ending 2020?
Mm, I think, yeah, I think end of the day, a rising tide lifts all boats, and I think this time is not going to be different, right? But that also doesn't mean that things go up in a straight line all the time, right? So if we look at the last cycle, and if that is anything to learn from, I think it's likely we see at least two or three more major out seasons before the end of the cycle. Um, but yeah, I think different coins can be segregated into various categories, and um, the smaller coins tend to not move so early. But things like that you've seen, uh, like YFI, and some of these bigger coins, Link, uh, I think these coins will continue to lead and have at least two or three more sort of, you can call it out seasons, that last a month or two. And yeah, I think over the next 3 years, I think everything is gonna yeah, we're gonna have a huge bull market again. And I think Bitcoin's market cap will be likely in the trillions of dollars in 1 to 2 years time.
I personally have a feeling. I I'm not trading as much as Alvin, so I think Alvin is much more entitled to predictions. But my personal feeling is that this time is a little bit different in the sense that Ethereum is getting really mature, when before Ethereum wasn't mature. And I see a lot of things happening inside of the Ethereum blockchain. I wouldn't necessarily call them out season. I think I see it more as an Ethereum season than an out season. Of course, you could say the ERC20 tokens are altcoins, but I see more and more things gonna migrate to inside of Ethereum. I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin becomes just a token inside of Ethereum and Ethereum becomes number one. I think Ethereum is really leading the way, and from my technical point of view, it's gonna keep being like that. And I don't see. I personally think that most things will be happening on Ethereum, and like Alvin said, those DeFi coins or those new coins, they are all happening inside of Ethereum. So I think it is slightly different from the last time the last time there was loads of forks of Bitcoin and loads of things based off and copies of Ethereum and things like that. And this time I think Ethereum might just, as Andreas said, Ethereum might invert the infrastructure. Things might just migrate inside of Ethereum, and Ethereum will be the leading environment, and there wouldn't be many reasons to do things outside of Ethereum. Maybe something like Polkadot, I think it's gonna probably do really well, but I fail to see like things happening outside of Ethereum, and I think Bitcoin is, as you see, wrapped Bitcoins and things like this. Even Ethereum is being wrapped inside of Ethereum. I think things are getting pretty interesting on the Ethereum space, and I think it's slightly different than an alt season on my point of view. I feel as an Ethereum season.
Cool. And off to the last question. How does crypto adoption and taxation look like where you guys at?
For me in Singapore, adoption is pretty high, as you know, Singapore is quite a cosmopolitan city and relatively techy country. So the adoption is pretty high, but I would say not as high as in countries like Korea or Japan. But it's very cool to see the authorities also quite plugged into the ecosystem. They started working on Project Ubin, which is a stable coin for the Singapore dollar a couple years ago, and more recently, the Singapore Stock Exchange announced launching a crypto indices in collaboration with Crypto Compare. And I think just a week or two ago, there was also a DBS announcement about, I don't know, it's an announcement or a leak, that they are setting up crypto trading facilities on their banking system as well. So I think adoption here, I would say in Asia, it's one of the highest in Asian countries. And in terms of taxation, thankfully here we don't have any capital gains tax. So unless you're trading full time, you don't need to pay tax on crypto trading.
Nothing? Zero taxation?
Yeah, if you have a full-time job that is not crypto trading, then yes, zero taxation.
What if you're a full-time crypto trader?
Then you would pay a 17 to 20% tax.
Of your gains, or how does that work?
Yeah, I believe would be for your profits for the financial year.
Oh, cool. It's not that bad. Here in Panama is zero.
Zero tax?
Zero tax. It's a non-taxable event.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's a wrap. I'm very happy to have hosted Aluna on Point Blank. Thanks for coming on, man. Can you tell us where we can find you?
You can go to https://aluna.social/landing to find out more about the platform. On Twitter @Aluna Social, and also on Telegram @Aluna Social.
Thanks for listening. Until next time, peace. This episode was brought to you by PrimeXBT, the exchange where you can trade without KYC on legacy markets with your Bitcoin. You can trade commodities like gold, silver, oil, even indexes and forex. Join now and get a 50% bonus on top of your deposit for trading at u.primexbt.com/Panama.